Hey there, Alex here. Today I have with me the Anomoibuds Predator Pro and Predator Max, also known as the QCC010 and QCC010 Max. The original QCC010 received quite a few positive reviews a while back, so let's dive right in and see if they're any good. First of all, they both come in very similar packaging, and even the charging case is interchangeable. It's a pretty typical looking case for a pair of cheap TWS earbuds, and they're both using USB-C for charging. But it is important to note that only the charging case for the QCC010 Max comes with wireless charging now. Even though the earbuds have a similar shape, they have slightly different ear tips, and I find that it's easier to get a good fit with the ones on the QCC010. For the QCC010 Max, it requires a bit more adjusting to get a proper fit. Anyway, they're both quite comfortable and have very minimal thumping sound while jogging. They're both IPX5 rated as well, so they should be able to deal with a bit of rain or sweat. You might have already noticed, but the regular QCC010 has a physical button, whereas the QCC010 Max has a touch sensor. To me, both are fine, but I do know that there are some folks who prefer having a button because they would work with gloves. Anyway, both are lacking volume controls. In terms of connectivity, they're both using a Qualcomm QCC3020 chipset with Bluetooth 5.0. I did have a bit of issue when trying to pair the QCC010 to my phone the first time round, but after turning them off and on again by long pressing the button, I was able to pair them to my phone. After that, they work fine for the most part, though I still find that this particular chip isn't the strongest when it comes to connection strength. In places with a lot of Bluetooth devices or whatnot, I sometimes get a bit of stuttering. Anyway, neither of them have any dedicated low latency mode or aptX low latency support, so there is a noticeable delay while gaming. There is no support for mono mode here, so when using just the left side, it will only play back the left channel. Call quality is not that great, and I really wouldn't recommend using them in a noisy environment. Battery life is really good with around 5.5 hours of playback per charge on aptX, and the charging case provides around 8 extra charges. The QCC010 Max battery life is a tiny bit lower, but it's pretty similar, so I would say they're both good for their price point. In terms of sound quality, let's start with the QCC010. It has a slightly warm and balanced tuning that is actually quite enjoyable to listen to. There is a good amount of bass, and it's relatively tight and well controlled. Mids have a nice presence in the mix, and there are enough lower mids for male vocals to sound full enough, while still having enough upper mids for female vocals to shine. They don't sound too shouty or sibilant to me at all. Treble is decently extended without going overboard, but I did find that it can sound a little grainy at times. But overall, they're surprisingly well tuned and sound pretty good for the price. Detail retrieval is just okay, and the soundstage and imaging are above average. Tonality and timbre isn't amazing, but it's not bad either. The QCC010 Max on the other hand has a bit less mid-bass, so lower mids can sound a little leaner, and upper mids are a little more elevated. I do find that it can be a bit more prone to sibilance compared to the QCC010, but it's still a negligible amount. The leaner and slightly brighter tuning also gives it a more airy sound and slightly wider soundstage. Overall, I'm a little concerned about the connectivity stuff considering my initial pairing experience, but other than that, for around $25 or less, they sound better than I thought they would be. While I personally like how the QCC010 sounds a bit more, the QCC010 Max offers touch controls and wireless charging for around the same price. During the sales recently on AliExpress, the Max was actually cheaper, so between the two, it's down to personal preference, but either way, I think they're both decent value for money. Thanks for watching this video, and see you guys on the next one.